Sigma's back. I would have liked it better if you fought Sigma before you fought Gate. If Gate was the very last boss, despite its bullshit, I would have been like, alright, it was the last boss. This is acceptable.
But no, they brought back
But
Sigma.
going from that hell to this, it's like, fuck you.
Let's show him just how... what it is.
So, you ready for the easiest part of the fortress?
We're not kidding you when we say that, by the way.
Through all that bullshit they threw you through, this just feels like it was thrown in the very last minute. It's like, alright, just build this so we can give him the proper end of the game, usual bullshit.
And this is why I can't completely agree with the comment that people are saying that, oh, it was meant to be hard. Because the problem is...
this section is not.
it's not.
But, oh, guess what's back?
And we have our boss gauntlet. Let's start with the Almark and kick his ass like usual.
Let's do take on me. Fuck up.
No.
Yeah.
God damn it. I guess you get over the songs again, so we're just doing 3 fights.
Yeah, we're just killing everyone again.
And I guess weaknesses here. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, do that weakness, because I was fucking trying to again. Anyway, take on me. You can argue all you want that the only reason this song holds up is because of that wildly invented video featuring a rotoscoping or pencil sketch animation.
It is.
Technically, yes. But honestly, it is really fun to sing. That I can agree with, actually.
Yeah, I guess.
And it
At least
requires
the
at
chorus.
least an attempt to hit that ridiculous high false note. That it does, and that part I don't do.
Right.
I get in or what? I'm like...
A few of us can get there. A few of us can get there without our voice cracking like an angry cat. You're not wrong. But
Fuck you.
but it never stops us from trying. That high note is white whale. By the way, kind of weakness will go to Wolfman. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's Magma Blade. Or you can just do that.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do here.
Spinny slash OP,
Like, I'm
please
so
nerf.
confused. What do I do to stop this?
Spinny slash OP, please nerf. This is what I'm talking about when I say the bosses are way too fucking easy compared to how all the stages are.
Oh yeah, so I don't have
Especially in the especially with how you have to save the rep points and deal with the nightmares as well.
Just
This
so
is
I
what
don't
I'm referring to.
just so I don't have to do editing later, Commander Yalmark's was Ray Arrow.
Okay.
And this one's is Ground Dash.
Yep.
All right.
Which is the attack and up move.
Cause that's fun.
All right.
It actually somewhat works, as long as you don't fall in the purple fire.
Yeah. That's
Anyway.
it.
And I know mine have to start singing this because it's a fucking old movie. Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler.
That's great.
I don't think I know this one, but whatever. This is annoying.
A breakup song so full of melodramatic self-pity that it almost feels like singing it can cure a broken heart.
I don't believe you.
Sure, we all eventually figured out that it's really about vampires.
But
Guess that's Total Eclipse.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah, that's a stretch. But Dracula is the last thing on your mind when belting out around Bright Eyes.
God damn it. Because when I think vampires, now all I think is Curse of Darkness. Well, then again, it's literally Bloody Tears, so...
I fucking love Bloody Tears.
You heard the song, right?
Which one?
Remember that one song I showed you from Dragon Force?
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's literally Bloody Tears.
It really is.
Here we go. Metal Shark Player.
He's actually weak to this.
Rainy Turtle Age weapon. Spinny Slash. Okay, come on!
You can almost feel that the first teenage rejection again. And oh man, it's so good.
Oh, come on!
Oh, this one's actually a pretty good one.
Fuck you! Oh, come on! I hit you, though.
Oh, this is a pretty good
Oh,
one.
come on!
This is a pretty good. Oh, the next one on the list is a pretty good one. Kiss on My List by Hall Notes. Because your kiss is on my list.
Maybe if I heard the actual tune, I probably
I'm
remember.
sure.
I don't know a lot of Hall Note songs, honestly. That's probably why.
Alright. Anyway, the quintessential earworm that the duo were responsible for some of the most inescapable earworms of the 80s. Kiss on My List is one of those songs you only need to hear a few lines before it becomes a permanent fixture in your subconscious.
Yamar option for this, boss. Go on.
Just a few...
Yeah, option, right?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck!
just the first few notes are enough to make you sing in its entirety. And then you'll wonder, like that you do every time the song pops into your head again, what else is on the dude's list?
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, if it gets us up there as one of the best things in life, what comes in second? Goes in pair of sweatpants? A warm bagel? Just how deep does this list go?
I don't.
You made it. You should know. Or is that you asking the question?
No, I think it's them.
That's the list.
That's the list asking the question about the song "Kiss on My Kiss on My List." I knew this was coming. Walk This Way by Run DMC featuring Aerosmith.
The Run DMC version, huh? I'm more used to the Aerosmith version, but they're similar.
I like both equally.
Run DMC is the rap version.
Yeah.
Where
I don't. You have to probably like. It's one of those things where, you know, those songs that's like you don't know until you actually listen to them again.
Yeah, I had a lot of those.
Oh yeah, Hydro is a weakness for Range Early.
Okay.
Okay.
It was a crossover.
Oh man, he's gonna make me.
It was a crossover hit for the boys from Queens.
Oh yeah, I can do this one.
That got the whole world hooked on hip hop. White, black, it didn't matter. Everyone knew the lyrics and wasn't afraid to rap along. As long as you didn't take it to the next step and invest in change and a bucket hat.
There we go.
Walk This Way was fun.
This is why I was referring to it, the Buster.
Wow.
Buster.
Holy shit. Didn't even need the Hydrogo weakness, which does pretty much get rid of those tools immediately, by the way.
Yeah.
Here's one. Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard.
Nope, never heard of that one.
I never heard of that one.
You probably hear the chord. Pour some sugar.
Yeah, I know you're bullshitting, but
Yeah.
I
Like,
actually don't know.
yeah, but
yeah.
I can definitely see you.
That's the only Def Leppard song I know, because I've heard it in a couple movies, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard that one.
Uh,
Maybe I heard the.
It's
maybe I
very
heard the
recognizable
tune,
once you've heard it
Yeah,
once.
Pour Some Sugar on Me is the best song about sex that no parent or authority gets too mad about because it sounds like a song about British people enjoying their afternoon tea.
Come down, you jerk.
Metal Anchor for Shield Sheldon.
Come down. Okay.
We still don't entirely understand why this is supposed to be sexy.
Yeah.
Who's having the sugar poured on them? And why do they enjoy it so much?
He's inside you.
Get out of me!
Oh God! I just
Wait.
wanted to love you.
Wait, never mind. We don't want to know.
God damn it.
Blister in the Sun by Violent Femmes.
I think my dad's told me about that one, but I don't think I know that song.
I do have it on my list. On my iPod list. Or not.
Amazon list!
Amazon playlist, yeah. iTunes, and
I've never used that before. I don't know why the fuck that slipped in my mind.
And of course, last boss is week 2.
The Buster, got
Hang
it.
on, coming to me. What's the only boss has another weakness yet? Shit.
Shield Shaman.
All right. Yes, because that weapon doesn't really fucking work.
Yeah.
So Buster, got it.
Yeah.
We should do the Buster, got it.
That's right.
And everything else that you.
It's just some acoustic 6 strings and a drum. And the vocals are nasally at best, but there's something about this perennial favorite that sounds as rebellious today as it did back in the 80s. It's got a hormonal energy that makes you want to snarl and dance, and knock over furniture, and make a spectacle of yourself.
And we're done.
Up here it is, the big one.
Maybe here it is.
No, whoop! There it is. It's 90s. Don't Stop Believing by
Yeah.
Journey.
That should have that for every fucking decade. It's still replayed to this fucking day.
Yeah.
God,
To be fair,
fucking damn it.
It's a good song.
It's Journey.
I've gotten
Or
so
not-
fucking tired of that song.
Yeah.
I really
I can
have.
understand where.
I understand where you're coming from, though.
Anyway, you want to
It's
still
good.
tolerate, and some of the other songs. But that one, I'm just like, oh, not again.
Long before it was given a second life by The Sopranos and a third by Glee, 80s kids were reminding each other to hold on to that
Just
feeling.
piece of shit.
Part of what makes this song so darn entertaining is the clapping. Seriously, that's a big part of it.
Clap.
Don't stop believing.
I never hear that with this song anymore. I never hear people clap along to it.
They fucking meme to it.
Then again, I've had parties where they play the song 3 fucking times for the same party.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding
Do
me?
you guys not know anything about
Like-
other music
Like,
tracks?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, by the way, final boss time!
It's gonna be so hard, especially seeing how hard Gate was supposed to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's already dead.
He
Anyway.
looks drunk.
Alright, anyway, I'll finish this off really quick. It's like you're suddenly a cheerleader, even though you're just working, stuck in rush hour traffic, listening to the oldies station and singing along to that song that reminds you of the summers of your youth, filled with sweet, sweet freedom.
Yeah, sure. Zero, say your line.
Sigma!
Is it X or 0?
I'm really drunk.
Who cares? Just leave.
Get out of here! Get my keys while you're at it.
No. No. You're mine.
Ew, dude, I'm not.
Silence! Such a pitiful reploid. I'll still be able to destroy you.
At least buy me dinner first.
Yes.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Yeah, please kill this hangover if you don't mind.
Yeah, just sit right next to him. Look at this.
Anyway,
look at
first,
this.
first
Look at this. Just look at this.
Yeah. Anyway, first phase of this for Sigma. 48 to 56 his HP.
Dead.
They're dead. But still. Attack damage. Contact with him. And energy shot, or was damage moves in this form. 7 to 12. Electric balls, energy wave 4 to 7. And energy wave wall 6 to 10. Where are you? Show your face now.
Bah ha ha. Kid.
Oh, here we go.
I'll show you.
I'll show you what
I'll show you what terror is all about.
I'll show you what terror is all about. I'll show you what terror is all about.
What the fuck? Did they forget to put spaces throughout that whole sentence?
I'll show you what terror is all about.
Die!
Die!
Die! Zello! Come on, do it! Do it, Zello!
Do it now!
Do you want Jello? What the
Zello!
fuck is going on?
His mind is gone.
Clearly.
I won't allow you to rise again. This is the last act, Sigma.
It was clearly a bad idea to bring him back for this game. Let's
This is
end
like
it.
the terror zero. Die, Zello! Zello! Okay!
But like I said, my favorite of this translation, right there.
That was good.
That was beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, in the meantime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's Hell Sigma. He's big, he's annoying, his mouth is his weak spot.
Yeah, anyway. Also, Sigma himself, like the big gold body thing.
Yeah.
Contact with him, which is the most damaging thing of all of it. 12 to 20.
Yeah, do
And
not
his-
touch the body.
Yeah, his HP is 1.7. Mouth beam, vertical beam, do 7 to 12.
I'm gonna heal myself.
Yeah,
Yeah, might as
better,
well.
better be safe than dead.
Yep.
Didn't even need any tank this whole game.
Alright. Dark,
Yeah, I'm that good.
dark energy ball, small and large, do 9 to 15.
Yeah, those
The
things.
same with drones, contact with them, their most damage move, and platform spike, 4 to 7, and projectile shot, 1 to 2.
Yeah, and they can drop you health and ammo pickups.
So,
Part of the reason that makes this the easiest Sigma fight in the series. Or arguably.
Yep.
It's easier than X2's at least. X2's was relatively easy.
yeah, but this is the easiest Sigma fight in the entire series because you can refill your E-tanks within the fight.
Yeah.
And your health for that matter. Wah! It's useless! It is useless! You know what this Zero?
There's no use.
It's no use! You can't defeat me so easily!
I just did.
You know you can't, Zero!
Again.
Shut up! Just die!
Just wait till next game.
I'll come back to fight you again. Very soon. I will.
Just wait till next game. You won't be able to kill me then. Oh God, don't. Please don't.
Alright, so that's it. That's officially the end of
No
segment.
more X6.
Hallelujah.
And
God.
thanks to Black Armor Zero, this playthrough was much more tolerable.
I promise you, if I was playing as regular Zero,
We
this
probably
would
died
be
like
difficult.
3 times as much. I see. It'll take a while to get rid of this. Even with the latest technology, it's hard to succeed. I'm not really sure if I can fix this completely.
Don't worry. I must do it before it's too late.
But you haven't had any problems yet. You'll be fine as you are, won't you? It's none of my business. But what will we do in a crisis without you? Die.
Sorry, but don't worry.
Why'd you laugh? What makes you laugh?
This is period map gunner.
I don't know about that.
But I'm scared that I may become a disturbing presence.
Maybe. I agree. You look ready.
Yeah, so when will I wake up?
About that. There's another series you're gonna be in, if there is no problem. It will be around August 15th, 102 years from now.
In this era known as the Mega Man Zero.
That's an oddly specific date.
Right. Here's to a successful sleep.
I'll do my best. Have a good sleep. Y'all gonna be woken up by some young girl or whatever the fuck come wandering in here.
So yeah, now we're fully done with X6. Might as well get our thoughts on the Zero playthrough and then our thoughts all of the game.
But I may as well just say, if it wasn't clear, that ending was supposed to link to the Mega Man Zero series, which Inafune...
Also, Akiteru?
Yes.
Akiteru?
Yeah, which Inafune wanted to end the X series on X5, but that ending was supposed to lead to Mega Man Zero as well.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that means jack all because X7 happened. And of course, there's a sequel series to the Mega Man Zero series known as ZX, which could have worked until ZX Advent happened. Which makes one of the characters that's introduced in the next game canon into that universe now. So I like to pretend that the next game, it branches.
Whereas there's the...
You'll understand why I say
continuation of the X series timeline, and then the Zero to ZX timeline.
And then there's another timeline that leads specifically to Command Mission. That's separate from the Zero and ZX timeline altogether. I can explain more about that later.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Once we eventually get to X7.
But yeah,
Yes.
I guess your thoughts
Alright,
first,
go ahead.
Okay, so when I first played this game, I only ever beat it at a Zero. Red Armor Zero. Base Armor Zero.
Which was probably hard as balls.
It was agony. It was painful. And it was something it made me hate this game because it made me realize I can't beat this game as fucking X. This game is specifically designed for Zero. And this is the specific reason why I did what I did.
Until you learned recently about how well the blade armor actually works.
Yes.
Still difficult, but it works better than the other two armors.
Zero in this game still plays really damn well. He's fun. Most of the attacks that you learn,
The exception of like two, which you never show off the shield weapon, but fucking
it's
fucking
a weaker
sucks.
It's a weaker version of Commander Your March weapon. Let's admit that.
The shield weapon, the thing it just does the 4 shield things like Shield Sheldon.
The other one just sucks because of how it's supposed to be executed.
Yeah.
Because how does up translate to down? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Yeah, but outside of that, the only reason that this looked easy.
Need 2 localization members. 2!
Yeah, they needed a whole lot more, obviously.
Clearly.
There's so many other games were being developed
Too
at the
few
time.
people with so little time.
Because if some of those games weren't obvious, there were other games being developed at the time that were taking more attention. RE4 was the biggest one, as you can probably tell from some of the. So as a result, this game was kind of rushed out the front door in a couple of days after X5 was
I think
released.
this game came out before a fucking remake Resident Evil Zero did. Maybe it was remake.
Remake and Zero came out the same day, I believe. If I'm correct.
RE4, I'm pretty sure it was like 2004? 2004.
Yeah.
2005. One of those 2 years. It was the same year as Kingdom Hearts 2, I thought.
Yeah, but along that time frame was,
I mean, remake
was Onimusha and Devil May Cry. The reason I say it like that is because there was a lot of attention being shifted to RE4.
a lot of before and after.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I still say remake and RE0 because they came out like mid 2002 or whatever.
Yeah.
I was just referring to the fact of where most of the attention seemed to lie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, other projects were more important to them than this.
I think he plays in this game very well, and overall, I think it's fine. He seems to be better suited for most of this game, as I can definitely show from how my playthrough went.
With Black Zero.
Mind you, yes, Black Zero.
With Red Armor Zero, you take like twice as much damage, and you might not give as much damage either.
Yeah.
Which, whew,
yeah, so...
it's rough.
But his double jump really makes this game so much easier to deal with. And without that, it's just obnoxious.
Ass.
And let me just tell you, Gate, the reason he looks so easy is because of Black Armor Zero. I promise you, if you play it with Red Armor Zero, it's going to be hell.
I can say from experience.
I can say from experience as well.
I played through Red Armor Zero my 4th time playing through the game. Still took me an hour and a half to beat the fucker with Red Armor Zero.
Anyways, that's everything.
Yes.
We're missing 5 Reploids. 4 are counted as dead. Might as well be. And Dante's just sitting there in a corner. Nobody's gonna hurt him. Who cares?
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
If you guys want to see all the Reploids, you got the X playthrough to look at.
Yep.
Yeah, you do.
Because X is more easily able to get all of them properly.
Yeah.
Where Zero can get all but one of them.
So, I guess my overall thoughts in this game is I still feel the same way about it. It's still probably the worst in the series in terms of just how there's so much execution problems, and a lot of the mechanics that the game puts to the table all work in tandem, and how much they all suck. They all, it's a orchestration of chaos and destruction. Mm-hmm. It's all ruin. And, you know, people will probably say, like, why do you defend Mega Man and Base so much? Because Mega Man Base seems to have a little bit more thought going through in its overall presentation and how it works out. With Mega Man X6, it's like they needed way more time to sit down and balance that game out. Mm-hmm. And also just make some of it a little bit more fair and fun. Overall, I'll still probably consider playing this game over X5 because it does play better and it's much easier to get into. And this is one of those games that's like a guide game. Yeah. If you have a guide, you'll have a fun time and easy time going through it. Without it, and your first time through it, brace yourself for hell.
Yep. You got any different thoughts on this, Code?
Yeah, my thoughts are pretty much the same, and I've expressed multiple times my history with this, even throughout both playthroughs, where a lot of it is just like, it's frustrating, but I did it. I went through this entire game when it first released. I felt bad about it afterwards because it felt like I just wasted all my goddamn time on this game.
Yep, because that's all. Yep, because if I can addition to that, that's also another thing about this game in terms of its difficulty. Because of how frustrating it is, it feels more like a sigh of relief that we don't have to deal with the agony again versus a sense of satisfaction.
Exactly, yeah. And I feel like a game should never feel that way. If it feels like that, it's like, oh, thank God it's finally done, then you're doing something.
Instead of a healthy challenge, it's more like it's just, you're getting through hell.
Essentially.
Yeah.
And now, for some masochistic players out there, they probably could see that as a worthy challenge, but as a normal completionist kind of gamer, I can tell you this is definitely one you do not want to complete fully. Do not bear yourself through this pain. Like, it is unbearable at times.
Yeah, for casual players, this is a hard one to say you can complete this just...
Exactly. But even just regular completionists, like I would say, avoid completing this at all costs. If you want to save whatever hair you have left.
Yeah, see, we didn't give a shit. We still almost got everything. But if we gave a shit, we would be restarting some of those stages.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We would be spending at least probably another half hour trying to get everything.
Like, honestly, especially for your first time run through, just get familiar with the games. Do as many practices as you can if you feel like you absolutely have to. But a lot of the problems, like, yeah, the difficulty spikes were astronomically bad, especially once you got to the gate fortresses.
Yeah.
The weapons, most of them were okay, especially more so with Zero because it was more move-based. But, oh god, there were some I just cannot defend at all. The music's really good, that I will give it. Mm-hmm. Localization, need I say more?
I will say there is
what
one
makes you laugh?
I will say there is one thing I'm grateful for. It's the fact that you're not forced to listen to Alia cutting you off, telling you how to play your fucking game.
That is also true.
Which, mind you, should have probably been an X5 to begin with. But, you know, I'll give you a point where it's due, because you're really striking out big time for me anyway.
Exactly. And yeah, like this was also like this was at the day and age where localization was a kind of a mandated thing. Like this was just after where localization was a luxury from the NES and SNES days.
Yeah.
Yeah, because granted, during the PS2, GameCube, Xbox era,
you felt like it would have been better.
Yeah, because at that point, most games, not all of them were better. Not all of them were better, because like here's the thing, a lot of because it was also at the time where Western developers were also getting a big hand in gaming as well. Because at the same time, it's not just the I feel like because at the same time, like there's a lot of Japanese developers developing games as well. And granted, some of their games do have decent translation, more so in the latter end of the PS2 era.
Right.
Yeah.
But mind you, a lot of the good translated things may have also come from the fact that Western development, like, started developing video games as well. Like, I mean, it was also there in the PS1 as well.
Right.
So, but it started to pick up a little bit more in the PS2 era with stuff like Naughty Dog, the Microsoft people that did Halo, Insomniac, and all the. What is he fucking Santa Monica?
Yeah, Santa Monica, God of War.
Yeah, God of War. It's like,
I would say Gear of War. Fuck, that's a different studio.
Yeah,
Fuck.
but it's like it's kind of a mix because their localization was good because they're Western developers, so they know how to make their games. Hopefully, they know how to speak proper English.
Yeah.
We also know Gear Solid in 1998. That was localized mostly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very dialogue-heavy game.
So,
3 years before this, on the same console.
And like,
This is kind of unforgivable.
so at this point in time, it's kind of unexcusable.
Exactly. And even for the time, I cannot forgive a lot of the things that it did wrong.
Yeah.
And you know what? As much as I know, like right now, X6 is probably my least favorite of the X series I've played so far, even though I would play this over X5 because at least I can play my fucking game.
Yeah.
Right.
The next game, honestly, objectively, I hate more. And the thing is, I haven't even played the fucking game. But everything that every time I look at that fucking game and see all the like overall opinion, like overall what makes that game, you'll understand what I fucking mean when I get to X7. Maybe, just maybe, I'll like it more than X6 overall. But I think that's a hard sell to someone like me, and you'll understand what I mean when we get to X7.
Right. But anyway, to close off, like I said before, this was the game that made me stop with the X series for a good while.
Good thing you did.
Because you did, man.
Because this was for me. Because I mean,
if they're gonna keep doing
X4 was hilariously bad. Like X3 was boring to me. X4, while hilarious, it did left a sour taste in my mouth, but not bad enough to make me quit altogether.
Like X4, I didn't give a shit about the story because the game was fucking amazing.
Gameplay definitely made up for it.
And
X5 was
a slog.
Yeah.
That's the.
But it was like, okay, I'll give. This was probably a one-time fluke.
Yep. And then
X6, you're like,
nope, I think I'm done with this.
Nope. Done.
If they're gonna keep doing this shit, I'm done.
Well, especially considering X6 was never even supposed to happen, so that's another pill to swallow.
If I didn't just rage quit after Gate revived Sigma, I went through all that. I'm not done. That's it.
Yeah.
No, but like because I was so close to the end, I felt like I had to at that point.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right, I beat it. That's all I need to do. I'm done.
Exactly.
And now, when okay, so
MJ.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, about the same thing. I'm just saying. Well, it is kind of weird. You have to work your way to unlocking Zero. I get it from a story perspective, but it kind of feels weird if you put in the armor code, you don't have them right away. I don't know. That's a weird thing about it. But yeah, a lot of the similar notes about this game. Hard as balls, not really for the right reasons. Great soundtrack, and well, got some good fights in there. Good weapons for the most part, except for ones that are completely worthless.
Choke Sheldon, cough.
Yeah, but I feel like if I have to cheat to make it comfortable, that's a bad design.
Yeah, that was another thing I was gonna say. If you haven't played this game and you're considering playing it, look up the Ultimate Armor codes. Put in one of them for whatever character you want to do.
If you're looking for a comfortable time.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
You cannot stress that
enough. It will make
enough.
things a lot easier. Because if you don't know where those armor parts are, if you don't know how to collect a lot of the Reploids, you don't know how to fight bosses, Ultimate Armor is your saving grace for early on in the game to get comfortable at all. Because going through with even just Falcon Armor X could be tough.
Yep.
And for the love of God, do not think of doing a base X run. Especially your first time through.
Yeah.
It won't work. It'll suck. It will hurt you.
Something MJ found out the hard way.
I could get up to Gate as base X. My third playthrough of the game, I get up to Gate as base X, but I could not beat him.
Salute to you, man. But...
Lack of an air dash. That was the biggest reason.
Dude, like there are certain lines where maybe one day I might do something like a base armor X run for some of the earlier games. This game, I refuse to do it because the way this game is designed at times is fucking impossible.
That's the only one I could say no.
It's virtually impossible.
I could say that for X7 as well.
X7 is
a different way that one works.
X7 is possible, but there's a different problem with that game overall.
You can beat X7 with everybody in any shape or form. I could say that at least. Whether it's easy or not is a different matter, but it is possible without any bullshit needing to be done in order to do so.
X7 had its own slew of problems where we can discuss those.
I was going to say, we may want to save that for when we eventually...
Don't worry, the gameplay will more than answer your questions.
Yeah.
But for now...
Is that everything you guys say?
That's pretty much it.
So, next time we come back to the X series...
It will be
we're heading to... For Matt, he'll be back to hell. For me and Joe, it'll be our first exposure to hell. And for me, I'll be neck deep in hell itself.
Just be thankful we're not planning on doing the PS2 version.
Oh yeah, we can discuss
Blaze worse, awful load times, and you'll see the magic when we get there eventually.
So,
right. But for the next game for the channel, do you want to say anything?
In terms of the next game for the channel, we'll keep that in suspense.
That's probably gonna go parallel to this.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, but you'll know that.
Yeah.
Spoiler, I'll just say this much. We're going to do another blind playthrough for my channel, so look forward to that.
Right.
In terms of this series, next time, I'm doing another blind
That'll
playthrough
also
once
be
again
blind.
of X7. Look forward to seeing my blind reactions. Let me just tell you this. I hate this game, and I haven't even fucking played it. Just from looking at the game, I fucking hate it. So look forward to seeing my first reactions of how much I hate it.
Alright. So
whether it's good or bad, we'll find out. See you then!
Alright, bye.
Yep. By the way, we forgot to go over the Ultimate Armor codes at the end of this playthrough. Our apologies. The top code is for X's Ultimate Armor, and the bottom code is for Zero's Black Armor. For those of you who can't tell the difference in controllers, for Zero's Black Armor, for the Xbox One PC users, that's 3 presses of left bumper, 1 press of right trigger. For PS4 users, that's 3 presses of L1 and 1 press of R2. Okay, good. Bye.